Were you there? We were there, and we can help. How to apply for the World Trade Center Health Program. This video will take you through the 5-page application and everything you need to do to submit it. Part 1. Filling out the application. Page 1 asks for your basic information, today's date, when you're applying, your last name, your first name, your mailing address or street address, your email address, city, state, and zip, your primary phone, an additional phone, your date of birth, gender, place of birth. Then you can choose from one of 4 government identification numbers. The easiest one might be the last 4 digits of your Social Security number. Page 2 refers to your World Trade Center disaster area experience. The disaster area is anywhere in Manhattan below Houston Street and in the parts of Brooklyn that are within 1.5 miles of the World Trade Center site, including parts of Brooklyn Heights, Dumbo, and Vinegar Hill. Now, back on page 2, check any and all boxes that apply to you. Check the first box if you were present in the New York City disaster area on September 11th. Check the second box if you worked, lived, attended school, childcare, or adult daycare in the disaster area. Then insert the number of days you were there between September 11th, 2001 and January 10th, 2002. Next, insert the number of days you were in the disaster area from January 11th, 2002 through July 31st, 2002. Now put in the location or address where you were during those time periods. If you worked as a cleanup worker or did maintenance work in the area from September 11th, 2001 to January 10th, 2002, check the box. Then fill in the address or the location where you worked. Check the next box if you lived in the New York City disaster area during the time between September 11th, 2001 and May 31st, 2003 and received the LMDC grant. Check the next box if you worked for a company in the disaster area that was eligible to receive grant money from the LMDC or other government programs to help revitalize Lower Manhattan after September 11th. Because the Survivor Program is a treatment program, you must have a 9/11-related symptom or condition to enroll. If you do, check the box and briefly describe the symptom or condition and when it started. If you are not sure if you have a physical or mental health symptom or condition, but still feel that you qualify for the program, check the box and write your reason in the space provided. Page 4 is simple. You'll just sign and date your application. Take some time to review the Privacy Act statement on the bottom of page 4 and the top of page 5. Now we'll move on to the required documentation that you must provide with your application. If you worked in the disaster area between September 11th, 2001 and July 31st, 2002, among the best documents you can include with your application are pay stubs, a letter from your then-employer, a letter from your union, a letter from a supervisor or coworker, or a copy of your World Trade Center Health Registry survey. If you lived in the disaster area, examples of a document to include with your application are a utility bill, a copy of your lease, or your World Trade Center Health Registry survey. For students who went to school in the disaster area between September 11th, 2001 and July 31st, 2002, the best documents to include with your application are a transcript, a diploma, a student ID, or a letter from your principal. If you were present in the New York City disaster area on September 11th, 2001, for example, if you were shopping or went to a meeting, the best documents to include with your application are any receipts showing the location and date of September 11th, 2001, or a written statement from someone who was with you with a description of your activities. If you are unable to submit the required documentation, you must explain how you've attempted to obtain this documentation and the reason you are unable to provide it with your application. Part 3. How to send in the application. You can choose from a number of different ways to do it. Handwrite it. Go to www.cdc.gov/WTC to download an application form, print it, and fill it out by hand. Then mail or fax it along with your documentation to the World Trade Center Health Program, P.O. Box 7000, Rensselaer, New York 12144, or fax to 877-646-5308. Fill in the form on computer and print. Go to www.cdc.gov/WTC to download the application form and open in Adobe Reader. Use the Fill and Sign tools, then save it, print, and mail or fax it with your documentation to the World Trade Center Health Program. Submit online. Go to https://oasis.cdc.gov to fill out the World Trade Center Health Program's online application. But you will still need to either fax or mail the supporting documentation to the World Trade Center Health Program. Part 4. Program Contacts and Help. For assistance with the application or for additional information about the program, you can contact the World Trade Center Health Program at 888-982-4748 or visit the website at www.cdc.gov/WTC. We were there, and we can help.